Robertson, I guess just Cam Roygaard, what did you make of his game at the weekend? And I guess regardless of that, was he always going to be in this team to go to the Northern Hemisphere?
Yeah, he played well, didn't he? He straight into it. Hell of an athlete he is, and I was just impressed with his instinctive play, quality of pass, and took a couple of opportunities, scored a few tries, but he's some competitor.
Before that injury, was he number one on your halfback list?
Oh, he's on the list. He was up there, yeah, for sure. Oh, we're just pleased. We just know how hard he's worked. It's a competitive position, halfback. It's one of the tougher positions to pick.
In terms of you guys don't leave till next week, would you like to see him have another run at NPC this weekend? Yeah,
he'll have another run. A lot of our players are, I think, up to a high number in the teens here are playing.
How much discussion was there with obviously Sam Payne and TJ Perenara both going? Was it a tough decision, or were they always going as well?
I know it was a deep conversation. It's always a balance between having experience, guys that are test fit, balance of leadership, and what does it take to win up north. And when you looked at it, they've got a lot of those qualities. They're in a test team playing good footy still. That was a really important part of it. And they can build. They're a big part of helping the next players come through and building for the future. So in the balance of it, that's why they're coming.
I guess the other side of the argument is that they're taking spots up where you could be investing in other guys playing minutes.
Yeah, it is. You can look at it that way. We've got an AB15 tour that's going up there that we can use for players to give game time. As you know, the squad's 36, so not all 36 are playing every weekend. And both teams are on tour, and a great opportunity for them to learn, play some quality rugby in the north.
Year one of the new World Cup cycle, how much of a temptation was there to sort of give more guys a crack this year?
Oh, we've given a few already, haven't we? Could you give a few more? Yeah, potentially. Again, like I mentioned, it was the balance of it all. Having a squad that's well balanced, got cohesion, players can come in and learn, guys have had that experience. Cam's only played a handful of test matches, and so is Cortez. TJ gives us that balance. Loose forwards, team's been exceptional. He's still on form, and the guys are looking after him. So those are the reasons.
Does this tour give you a chance to look at your back row mix and perhaps replace the Titi at 8 and Savia at 7? Is Savia still a 7 option for the All?
Yep. Yeah, of course he is. He's World Player of the Year at number 8 as well. So it's pretty good. He can play both positions. Willis can play all three. So there's always a balance and mix of the loose forwards. So there's those options.
What about Blackadder? He's another one that can play across the...
He can play all three. It depends on what's required for that test match. He's a great line-out option as well. We know how physical he is at that test level, and he brings a good balance to our loose forward as well.
Given the way that Northern back rows play, is he an option at 7 in the squad?
Yeah, look, Ethan's played a lot of super and test footy, well, a few tests at 7. As we know, he's really good around the collisions. He's good at hunting. Like a lot of the loose forwards, we've got a good balance in that loose forwards. That's why we've kept them the same.
The other question I have is around halfback. Finlay Christie, was he close to getting back in?
Yep, Finn will be a part of the AB15, so he'll get a couple of games up with him and Noah as well. So I've had the conversation and talked to them, so that's why I can let you guys know. Obviously that team is named tomorrow, but having 5 quality All Blacks up north is important.
Obviously just one change to the squad. How important was it for you to keep that tried and tested?
Oh look, as we know, I've said before, everything is new, and the squad and the members that have been in they know our test week, know how it works, all our language. As mentioned, the cohesion's really, really important, and as we go north, and all those little combinations and relationships count. So we've kept a tried combination.
With Sam, on reflection, do you wish he was hanging around for longer? Because he's someone you're clearly looking to keep in the team, not only for what he can do on the field, but clearly what he brings off it as well.
Well, look, he's made his call. And that's why this end of their tour call was, I had a good conversation with him and TJ about their roles on tour. How does it look? how do we get the best out of them, but how do they get the best out of the next young All Blacks so they can see them come through, and I've spent a bit of time with them and show them what test ball, football and touring is all about. So Sam's got a couple of roles, playing on the field and also being a great mentor off.
How important are these final 5 tests of the year when, as Rob says, we're heading back into another year?
Oh, they're critical. Every test match is critical. We understand, the respect of every team that we play, and every time we play one of these games, it's the biggest game of the year for a lot of these teams. So, the Northern Tour is critical for us. Keep our momentum going.
Razor, would it have been trickier to deliver a different outcome to one of Sam or TJ, given they've got very similar circumstances around their offshore futures, as opposed to picking them both or leaving them both at home?
So what was the start of the question? Sorry.
Would it have been a harder conversation to leave one out and pick one, given they've got very similar circumstances? Is it easier this way?
Good. Hadn't thought about it that way. That's why you're a journalist, eh? Well, you could look at it that way potentially. We picked on merits. There's a reason for it, and they both, like I said before, they both understand their roles. Especially they're great colleague professional rugby players that care about their All Blacks, and we can learn a lot off them.
Has it re-emphasised this year, coming back into the All Blacks environment, obviously being a player, how important experience is?
Oh, absolutely critical. With the amount, just with post-World Cup, a lot of the personalities of the guys that have experience is really critical. So you can be experienced, but what's the role of the experienced players that they have in the environment, how they keep their standards, say what needs to be said, and turn up every training, and their value is critical, huge to us, so hence they come on with us.
How close is George Bell to pushing for a spot on the bench, Scott?
George Bell, yeah, he was playing good footy. All positions there's a lot of competition, which is great. That's what our role and the players' role is, to make sure they put their hands up so we can pick them. But yeah, he's playing good footy, Billy.
Ahead of your last 5 tests, how would you assess the team's attack? I guess it's 4 tests now since Leon is gone. Are you seeing what you want to see with the systems implemented, and what's your progress?
Oh, look, a big part of my role is to create, as it is with our coaching staff. We've created plenty, and we just got to finish plenty, or plenty more. It's like our stats that we have, and what we've done on field, and just to finish simple one-on-ones or get across the line or finish a couple of mauls. There's been a focus for us to make sure we create now finish those opportunities. So look, we're really pleased. There's been some really good footy. We've got to turn that good into great and make sure we finish the job.
Just to clarify, how many All Blacks 15 players will join the All Blacks in Japan?
Somewhere between sort of maybe 4 to 6, just as cover. Yep. Yeah.
You speak of the team, but on a personal front,
Yeah.
to use a rugby term, what are some of the key learnings you'll take from this first part of the year into this end of your tour?
Key learning is you've got to learn quick, from week to week. Learn quick. Again, personally, how I can help the whole group, my messaging to the group, how I can work closely with officials, with the captaincy, with game management, from week to week. And adapt what's important for this test match in front. That's one thing. The other thing is to make sure you keep your energy right. The boys got to see yourself consistently each week. Keep connected. Yeah.
They're obviously named, Razor, but where are Geordie, Fletch and Ruben like that in terms of their injury returns to rugby?
Ruben will play this week. Who was the other two, sorry?
Fletch and Newell.
Oh, Fletch and Newell. Fletch is available this weekend as well, and Geordie's on track for, potentially the Japanese test. So it's good news.
Obviously, results are the big thing, but outside of that, what are you looking to get out of this, for this to be a successful Northern Tour in your eyes?
Some performances that we finish. Yeah, like I said before, we're creating a lot, but finishing by scoreboard pressure, turning the opportunities we create into to pressure on the opposition and get results.
Just going back to Sam Cane, he was excellent in South Africa. He missed a couple of tackles in both those Australian games led to tries or, sort of quite costly. Are you concerned about his, defence, or is that just an aberration, or are you asking him to step up a wee bit in terms of, line speed on defence?
I just matter what players, if you're going to make the tackles in front of you. So we have conversations every week with all our players, and you've got to make those.
On this tour, you're going to be playing 3 teams in World Rugby's top 5 in consecutive weeks.
Yeah.
So how big a challenge is that? Is this like a really substantial challenge that you're facing?
Yeah, it is. It's substantial. It's exciting, isn't it? That's the way you play footy. There's big occasions on the big stage, and see how people step up. You create an environment that the guys go and look forward to the opportunity and respect their jersey with the great performances, and that's our focus. Ka pai, thank you. Cheers, everyone.